Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be diving into September 2024 for you, and I've had lots of messages coming to the surface as I've been leaning in and hitting record. Now if you're ready for this reading, drop me a like and subscribe down below and let's lean in. Mother of God, Power of Earth, connect me to the energy field. Mother of God, Power of Earth, connect me to the energy field. Thank you, Spirit, more energy. Okay, Capricorn. I feel like, first of all, Spirit is giving you this reminder of what you do in the winter months is what serves you in the summer. I feel like you have this very, very bad habit of setting your goals so high that they're not always achievable as fast as you want them to be. Now, what I'm seeing right now is Spirit is telling you this is all about stamina. The next process of your life is about stamina. And so it's not just about today and making sure that you behave in an aligned way today. It's about making sure that every single day, every single moment, you are choosing the reality that you want to live. Now, in choosing the reality that you want to live and really stepping forward into that stamina, you're actually allowing yourself to create what it is that you want for yourself by the time that we land in next summer. Now, this is like a long process is what's coming in right now, but I feel like you've been really hyper-focused on wanting to change your money story. And it's funny, there's like a frequency of money in the air this month, and especially as I've been diving into these star sign readings, and it feels very much like you now need to remember that the small moments are actually the big moments, because you have this like wishful thinking mentality. I'm just going to wish my problems away. I'm just going to dream that the money's going to come. I'm just going to dream that things are going to be released. And actually, it's you who creates what it is that you want. And you need to remember your stamina. All the little bits of effort that you make right now are what are going to be rewarded when we're coming into spring next year. I feel April next year is a very, very abundant sign for the Capricorns. And as I'm looking at the energy there, a lot of you are going to be moving through physical, like house movement. It feels like there's a lot of upgrades happening next spring for you. New houses, upgraded space, really feeling aligned in your money story. But when I look at that, it feels like right now is the time that you have to go into the winter season and make the effort. Because yes, you've been making the effort, but I feel like when it comes down to making the effort, it's like sometimes you don't necessarily know what to do next to carry on growing things, to carry on evolving. Now, what I'm seeing is that this is a time of investment for you. And so if you've been thinking about hiring a coach, hiring a mentor, this is a time to say yes to that. And the reason being is you're ready for somebody else to challenge you and challenge the energy. You have this bad habit of when things go wrong, you know how to build yourself back out of it. And it's that like old survival instinct of, okay, I know how to survive. Like I know how to pull myself up from being buried alive. But actually right now you're at a point where you don't want to keep being buried alive in order to thrive in your life. And so you have to really learn right now how to move forward when things are going good. And it's a struggle for you. I feel like you don't know how to challenge yourself to that next level. And so you need someone in your life who can say, yeah, things are good, but what about if we think like this? What about if we elevate you here? And so investing in a financial advisor, investing in someone who can stretch your mentality is going to be absolutely huge for you right now. I do feel like this is a yes time to be leaning into investment. So those of you who have been thinking about making quite risky investments and you've been worried about the finances, go for it. This is your green light from Spirit to say yes, to lean in, to go for it. Like sometimes we have to go backwards to go forwards. And in doing that, what I mean right now is you're going to have to make a risky investment that makes you feel like you're stripping yourself bare financially. However, it's to rebuild and get the support that you need to anchor into that next chapter. And just remember that security doesn't come from how much money you have in the bank, but actually from how you're feeling and the energy that's going on inside of you. And so this is a time of needing to prioritize those feelings and really look at how can I give myself what it is that I need rather than look externally for that validation through my bank account. You know, it doesn't matter the number in your bank account. What matters is the way that you're taking plunge into your future. And so I know that there's a fear around investment for you, but just know whatever that investment is, because it's going to look different for each of you, that Spirit is guiding you towards it. And so sometimes you have to say yes, even though it's going to rock the boat of your external validation for a temporary period of time, because you need to learn that that's part of the process, right? Sometimes we need to take big, bold steps to anchor into our next level self. Not everybody in your life is going to have the same thought process as you. So while you're in a state of taking risks right now and like, yes, let's optimize our surrounding, let's grow, let's evolve, there's people around you that are going to have some conflict with the way that you're spending and treating money. Unfortunately, you're going to have to separate yourself from other people's views. Because this is such an expansive time for you, it feels like you're going to have to make decisions for yourself. And it's not about being secretive. It's about realizing that you don't need confirmation from the people in your life, whether that's a partner, whether that's a friend, whether that's a family member. You don't need confirmation from them. And so sometimes you have to make decisions without letting people into every single thing that you're doing. I feel like this is a time of being more self-focused. And so it's not a time to sit there and make lengthy decisions or conversations with your partner, with your spouse, with your parent figure. It's a time to actually think for yourself and trust yourself in how you're moving forward and choosing your money. I do feel like when it comes down to money coming into your life, it's like Spirit is saying, don't share the money, don't share the money. And so with that, I feel this is a time of whatever you're experiencing, almost hold it for yourself first. Just let it sit in your surrounding before you start to tell other people about what you're manifesting. I feel sometimes we lose the momentum of manifesting by letting everybody in on the vision, and this is not a time for public celebration. And so if you've been wanting to blast on social media or tell your friendship group that you're having all these wins in your life, this is not a time to do that, because actually what Spirit is saying is keep embodying the energy and just let it grow. Let the momentum grow into something bigger and then publicly celebrate. In the past, there's been things that you've wanted that you've not received because you've celebrated it too quickly. And until the things are set in stone, they're done, they're finalized, do not celebrate them. At the end of the day, you don't need confirmation from other people. You need to do it for yourself. And so when you're seeking validation and you're seeking celebration, you need to ask yourself why you're really doing that. You are going to be evolving, you are going to be growing, and people are going to feel that, but they just don't need to know the insights. It just feels like if you tell people too quickly, you're going to lose the momentum. You're going to get in your own head. And it feels like Spirit is saying you need to hold that pace and hold that energy into your own life. Do not consult with people around you. Do not get confirmation from the people in your life. Do not ask them what the best option is. They don't have the same vision as you. And sometimes you have to remember that your vision is the most important thing. So this is a time of seeing the long term. The short term might not feel as rewarding right now for you, but the long term is you're putting the right plans in place, and the steps that you're taking are absolutely creating what it is that you want for yourself. Now, for those of you who have been wanting to, look, I burned my hand, that have been wanting to maybe invest in property, and this doesn't feel like for yourself, whether it be a business, whether it be like renting spaces out, but there's an investment in property that keeps being shown to me. And for those of you who have been wanting to invest in property, it definitely feels like this is a time to start putting the plans and the motions in place, holding on to the money, seeking advice, getting, legal advice and the best way to do that, because I do see a lot of property around. Some of you, that will mean that you're going to go and buy property to rent out, real estate. Others, that might mean that you want to step into your own space and have that house ownership. Whatever it means to you, just know that it's coming. It's going to be a little bit of a process. That doesn't mean it's delayed. It's just a process. With you, drop me a like and subscribe down below and keep me informed with all of the breakthroughs that happen for you throughout September 2024. And I will see you again next month for more readings. And in the meantime, go binge watch my content on survival mode, on somatic release, stepping into your highest state of consciousness. And if you're ready for an in-depth private reading, you can email me at hello@misfitbusinesslounge.com.